is a lot of energy in this building here tonight.
Hey everyone, you're watching Raw Reveal Netwalk, your trusted source for all WWE matches, rumors, and updates. Hit that bell and let's dive in. The WWE Universe was left in disbelief after an unforeseen incident at Clash in Paris left Roman Reigns temporarily sidelined. What happened wasn't treated as a chaotic brawl or the usual in-ring conflict fans expect. It was presented as a carefully planned ambush within the storyline, one that disrupted the show's energy and left everyone concerned for the tribal chief's well-being. As medical staff hurried to the ring and escorted Reigns backstage, the atmosphere shifted from excitement to uneasy silence. For the first time in years, the sense of invincibility surrounding Reigns seemed to fade, replaced by genuine uncertainty about what this moment would mean for him and for WWE's future stories. Backstage chaos and genuine concern. Behind the curtain, the scene was described as tense and emotional, with staff and talent gathering closely to understand what had happened and how serious the situation was. Even the most seasoned veterans were reportedly shaken, recognizing that this storyline moment had been executed with unusual intensity. There was a collective sense of vulnerability, something rare in the world of WWE, where performers, producers, and executives all paused to take stock of the situation. What stood out most wasn't panic, but the sincere concern shared by everyone in the locker room watching Roman receive immediate medical attention and guidance from WWE's health professionals. Triple H addresses the WWE Universe. Shortly after the event, Triple H stepped onto the stage with a statement that was calm, heartfelt, and delivered with the gravity of someone who deeply respects his roster. Without leaning into unnecessary drama, he made it clear that Roman Reigns had sustained legitimate injuries within the storyline and that the company's highest priority was his recovery. His announcement reassured fans that Roman was being cared for, while also acknowledging how impactful this moment would be for WWE's ongoing narratives. It was a rare blending of real-world responsibility and WWE storytelling, allowing audiences to feel both involved and reassured. A calculated storyline shift with Rising Stars insiders later confirmed that the individuals behind the attack, within the framework of the storyline, were emerging talents eager to prove themselves on the main stage. Their involvement wasn't treated as reckless or malicious, but as a storytelling choice designed to elevate new names by positioning them as formidable rivals. WWE Creative had planned a dramatic shift, but the emotional weight of the moment surpassed expectations. By carefully balancing realism with safety and performance integrity, WWE aimed to deliver a powerful narrative beat that would reverberate throughout upcoming shows without crossing any boundaries. The extent of Roman Reigns' storyline injuries. Within the scripted narrative, Reigns was said to have sustained several injuries that required him to step away temporarily. WWE medical personnel emphasized the need for thorough evaluation and rest, ensuring that his return wouldn't be rushed or forced for the sake of storyline advancement. The approach was deliberately cautious, underlining WWE's real-life commitment to performer health. While fans were shown only brief moments of the incident live, the backstage follow-through was portrayed with emotional depth, making it clear that Roman's well-being, both in narrative and in practice, was the central focus. WWE's strategy to manage the storyline impact. Triple H's announcement wasn't only intended to update fans, it was also a strategic decision to shape the direction of upcoming programming. WWE leadership recognized the emotional impact of the Paris moment and used it as a launch point for a longer arc exploring themes of resilience, leadership, and the rebuilding of Roman's character. Rather than framing the incident as a random act, WWE chose to treat it as a meaningful turning point, allowing space for deeper storytelling that resonates beyond the ring. Roman Reigns' recovery and determination sources close to creative planning revealed that Roman Reigns' recovery, both storyline and real-life wellness routines, would be portrayed with care, emphasizing strength, patience, and determination. Reigns was shown as engaged, motivated, and working closely with medical staff to monitor his progress, ensuring he could return to action safely. This narrative direction allowed WWE to craft a humanizing arc for the tribal chief, focusing on perseverance, responsibility, and the emotional journey behind his comeback, instead of relying solely on physical storytelling, locker room reactions, and shifting alliances. The aftermath of the Paris incident led to noticeable shifts in the locker room atmosphere. Veteran performers expressed empathy and respect, while some rising talents viewed the situation as an opportunity to push their characters into new territory. Sources described the environment as a blend of unity and competitive ambition, with wrestlers considering how their roles might evolve in the absence of WWE's most dominant figure. This dynamic created a natural foundation for new alliances, rivalries, and confrontations that would unfold in the weeks ahead. Building a multi-layered narrative for Reigns' return, WWE Creative quickly leaned into the momentum generated by the incident, crafting a storyline designed to stretch across months and culminate in a powerful return. Instead of focusing solely on revenge, the narrative emphasized growth, both for Reigns and for the performers involved in the storyline attack. WWE planned to weave psychological tension, emotional storytelling, and dramatic pacing, ensuring each development felt meaningful rather than rushed. Fans would be offered glimpses of Reigns' recovery, enough to spark anticipation without revealing too much too soon. Social media reaction and WWE's engagement strategy. Following Triple H's address, social media erupted with support, speculation, and emotional reactions. Clips circulated widely, amassing millions of views within hours and generating global conversations. WWE's digital team monitored reactions closely, releasing carefully timed updates, behind-the-scenes snippets, and storyline clues to maintain fan engagement. By balancing transparency with mystery, WWE ensured that the Paris incident remained a central topic across all platforms. Rising stars embraced their new roles. The emerging talents involved in the storyline were encouraged to channel confidence and intensity in their promos, interviews, and social media interactions, without relying on themes of harm or shock. Their characters expressed ambition and hunger for recognition, positioning themselves as compelling antagonists through attitude, strategy, and psychological storytelling rather than physical brutality. This approach allowed them to build credibility as performers while keeping the narrative grounded in entertainment and respect, shaping Roman Reigns' next chapter. As weeks passed, WWE continued shaping the arc of Roman's eventual return. Insiders emphasized that pacing was everything, teasing the audience without overexposing the journey. Creative began planning segments that subtly highlighted Roman's resilience, focus, and steadily growing strength, building toward a moment that would redefine his presence in the company. The goal was to present Reigns not only as a champion returning to reclaim dominance, but as a leader overcoming adversity with resolve and dignity, an emotional journey toward redemption. Ultimately, the Paris storyline became less about the moment itself and more about what it represented. A turning point in Roman Reigns' character arc, WWE built a narrative centered on emotional depth, portraying Reigns as a symbol of perseverance and mental toughness. His allies rallied behind him, factions formed, and rivalries deepened, creating a rich ecosystem of suspense, loyalty, and tension that would carry fans through his time away and into the explosive moment of his eventual return.